everybody, welcome back to an Aldi taste test this week. We are trying some really delicious looking food. I have like pizza sitting in front of me and I'm really hungry, so I can't wait to dig in. But I wanted to remind you, I'm gonna have a question at the end of the video, so stick around if you wanna answer that in the comments. So far, it has been so much fun. I seriously enjoy reading these comments. I think Tim does too. Yeah. We're really enjoying interacting with you guys and getting to know you all better. So thank you so much for those that participated and also just commented in general. So thank you for that too. But before we get into this week's video, y'all know what we need to do. Thumbs up, subscribe, gotta say it. But yeah, now let's get right into it.
All right. Ooh, baby, just hold tight. We're up the moonlight. So
the first thing we're gonna be trying is the honey lavender coffee. We already opened it and it's really the bag that sold me here because it's such a pretty bag. Just looking at it, I'm like, this is so pretty. I don't even want to throw away the wrapper here. But I will say this morning, Tim and I had warm coffee with it, but we did have a little creamer added. So for this taste test, I wanted to try it iced and just plain old coffee. This morning, what were your takeaways?
I thought it had a lot of flavor. Definitely that honey lavender flavor was definitely there in the coffee. Yeah. It wasn't like just straight black coffee. We had creamer, but you could taste that additional flavor to it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. I was gonna say very aromatic. Like when I came downstairs and the coffee was on and I could smell it, it was just like a nice scent of that honey lavender, and I definitely like felt like I knew what I was getting in for. And I agree. The flavor was definitely there regardless of the creamer or not, and it was really pleasant, but I'm really excited to try it just plain, so let's give this a go.
You know, I'll be honest, my mom, my whole life, she loved Diet Coke. This looks like a Diet Coke in front of me. I was like, what
without
is this?
Without the fizzy.
Yeah, without the fizzy, so I'm curious to see how the coffee tastes straight up.
Well, to be fair, it's 2 o'clock and in the afternoon, and I like a little iced coffee in midday, so I feel like that's appropriate.
This is nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's super smooth and easy to drink, and typically Tim and I don't drink just black coffee. Like, I like the tiniest bit of cream, but then I use almond milk too to just give it that like milky consistency, but this is like one of those coffees you definitely can taste or drink straight up, and I do taste the honey in this.
A little bit. I don't get that much lavender. I will say a little bit of honey. This way, I don't have any lavender taste to it.
I agree. I think when it's warmed up, you definitely get way more, and I think it is the aromatic of it where you're smelling it. So then you really taste the lavender and honey when it's warm. Now, when it's cold, it's super smooth and easy to drink, and I get that little hint of honey, but you're right, the lavender is kind of almost not there.
So talking about warm, or in this case hot, we've got some warm food here.
Yes,
what are we gonna do first? So I've got two items, both pizza, lucky me. But do you want to do the jalapeno popper pizza first? Okay, so we both have this one.
Because I'm dying to try this. This looks so good. Okay, ready?
All right, here we go.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Whoa. This is delicious. Like that garlic cream sauce that they have on there.
It's like butter.
Woo, that is good.
It tastes a little buttery to me.
I honestly want to go back and get another one. $4. $4. This is an incredible flatbread pizza. It's super skinny. You're getting really thin crust. The breadcrumb crunch on top. How do they come up with this? This is a genius pizza. The jalapeno gives it the best flavor, but it's not spicy.
It's not spicy at all.
The cheese on top, like everything about this pizza is, I'm like kind of fangirling out on this pizza because it is so good. Like,
are you gonna finish that?
Yes, I'm gonna finish that. Are you kidding me? The cream sauce is right. The garlic. Wow, the flavor in this pizza. If you like garlic, you like the flavor of jalapeno, but you don't like the spice, you like crunchy stuff, this is it. This is your pizza. And I love that it's thin crust because it doesn't need too much bread. It just, like, let the toppings speak for themselves, and they totally do. So, wow.
I definitely agree. I don't think it's, like, super garlicky, though. I do have that, you know, that garlic cream sauce does definitely come through. But it's not, and the flavor of the jalapeno isn't like overwhelming. Like we said, it's not spicy. But I agree, this is a really good pizza, and I'm kind of seeking out where the rest of it is. So
Yeah, it's over there. Well, your cone, what is it called?
So I also have this mini pepperoni pizza cone.
Yes.
And
it's got a lot to live up to at this point.
It does have a lot to live up to, but I love like the style of this thing, like a little, handheld pizza. Really.
Yeah.
So
perfect for summer.
It does have a lot to live up to with that jalapeno popper pizza. But I'm going to go ahead and dig right in right now.
Go ahead. I will talk while you're chewing because I air fried this and it was on the instructions. You could either do the oven, which I was baking the pizza in the oven. So we did the air fryer for this cone. And we did 4 minutes at 350, shook it around and like flipped it. And then we did another 4 minutes at 350. Fully cooked.
This is so good.
It is?
Yes.
Better than this? Yeah, right.
They're two different types of pizza. This one, okay. Here's what I got. So when you have like a bagel bite and you're really excited. Bagel bites are like little small pizzas that are.
Everybody knows what a bagel bite is.
Okay, you better know what a bagel bite is. But you know how when you bite into those, you almost 100% of the time burn the roof of your mouth?
Yes, every time.
It's just like bound to happen. This one, I think it sat out for a little bit, but I could truly appreciate the little mininess of it. And the flavor is really good. I really like it. So, not just making this up, this is very good. I do enjoy it, but I think I need to eat the whole thing to get a full taste of it.
I knew you were going to like that, and that's why I picked it up, because I thought it was a little on the pricey side. I think it's like almost $6.
That's good. Thank you.
So, if they go on sale next week, I'll have to stock up for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Those are like easy to make too. Those
Yeah.
are like you pop them in the air fryer, go about your business, go get them when you're ready, and I feel like that box can be gone in like this weekend.
Like tonight.
Okay, we're moving on to the toasted cheddar chips. Now, I know these aren't new, and I know they've been around for a while, but Tim and I haven't had these in a long time, so I just felt, why not? Why not try them?
Have we had these ever?
I've had them before. Like a long time ago.
I don't know that I've ever had these before. I might have,
Ooh.
but...
They smell good.
They smell cheesy.
They do smell cheesy. So these are the cheddar. Like I said in the haul, there was a plain version too. Oh, I got a double decker. Oh, these are good.
These are good.
They're like Cheez-Its.
They're still like the traditional Ritz butter cracker. They definitely have that flavor. But they have like the cheesy powder on top of it, which it just enhances it. It's definitely great for dipping, that's for sure. So it's like big enough to stand up and strong enough to stand up to a solid dip, and adds a little flavor, but definitely has that butter cracker flavor to it.
Agreed. But you're right. It definitely has the Ritz cracker flavor with the cheese powder, and it's really good. What would you dip though?
Maybe like I don't know. I was just looking at the picture on here.
Oh.
I'm not quite
Like
sure.
onion dip?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
That would actually probably be pretty good.
I'm sure you could probably do chili. You could probably
That's
do a
a
lot
good
of
idea.
things. Yeah.
It's just kind of the wrong season for chili. Getting a little too warm out here, but yeah, definitely a delicious little addition to our pantry of so many things.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, we are moving on to the wine, of course.
Oh, yeah, Maggie.
We're going to try the 19 Crimes, the one I talked about in the haul, and Tim and I both really like this wine, and I'm telling you, the price point for this wine was so good, I could not pass it up. So I bought 2, of course, and if I go back to get that pizza, I might have to pick up a 3rd bottle because Tim and I really like it, unless our taste buds have changed since we've had it. Probably how long ago did we have this? Maybe.
I'm not sure. If we don't like it, it's because there's something wrong with this bottle, because we have had it before several times, and it's always been good.
And look at this dark, like deep red color. It's definitely has some color going on with this one.
Vampire vibes? Ooh. Gosh, darn it, that's good.
I know.
I forgot how good it was.
So you know what? Which is really interesting, now that we just had Susam and Yellow, they're so similar in the flavor department. This has like a kind of a sweetness to it too. And it has like that berry flavor.
Yep.
Maybe a little cherry too, but it is just like, it's one of those easy to drink wines. I feel like almost everybody would like it unless you're just so against anything that's remotely sweet. You might not like this because there is a hint of sweetness here, but it's not over the top sweet. And I think it's a really easy to drink red wine.
It really is an easy to drink red wine, for sure.
Well, we're gonna enjoy wine and of course some cheese to go with it. So this is the baked lemon ricotta cheese. This is basically the exact, I think it's the exact same cheese as Trader Joe's. I don't want to say that yet because we haven't tried it, but it's called the same exact thing. It looks very similar. The packaging is different. It is made in Italy, so I'm expecting some Italian vibes right now. This looks like a little flan, doesn't it?
It definitely does. I was going to say it looks like that.
I love that it has its own little tray. I don't have to get, you know, a cheese board or something to put it on. It comes with its own little tray.
It's gooey. Ooey,
It is gooey. So a lot of people I know eat these with like graham crackers specifically. I like to have a sweeter cheese with apples. That's always my go-to. Apples are so versatile in that way, and I love the crunch and the flavor. So we're gonna try it with an apple today.
All right, here we go. I can't believe that that's cheese.
Nobody can. Everybody calls it cheesecake because it tastes so much like a sweet cheesecake.
Oh my gosh, so true. It tastes way more like a baked lemon cake or something. So are you comparing it to the cheese from Trader Joe's?
Yes, I'm trying to mentally remember. What I think Trader Joe's, it is a little bit different because I feel like this one seems a little more
bready?
Firm.
Is it bready to you?
Not necessarily bready, but I feel like the Trader Joe's one is softer and a little more like an interior of the cheesecake, like a soft, mushy cheese. This one has more firmness to it, and it has a very strong lemon flavor, whereas I feel like the Trader Joe's one has more of that cheese flavor. If I can remember correctly, but I feel like I'm remembering the Trader Joe's one. It's hard because they're not selling it right now. But this one seems a little more firm, which actually I kind of like because it tastes more like a lemon cake than it does like a cheesecake, if that makes sense. I don't know how this is cheese because honestly, to me the texture is very like bready. So like it tastes like a cake. Yeah.
And even in my mouth, like it feels like a cake and not like something like would be a cheese.
Yeah.
So just forget that it's a cheese, or like buy it and think of it as like a little lemon cake.
Like a dessert.
And you won't be surprised by what it tastes because it's really good.
It is, and I feel like if you're wanting to impress guests or show them something that's probably very unique and they haven't tried before, this is a really good summer kind of like put it out, let your friends enjoy it, try it, and see if they like it. Now to our last trying, it's the Sour Patch Kids Red, White, and Blue. I know you guys were all waiting for us to try these. Just kidding. I was waiting to try them.
I think I know of somebody who is waiting for us to try these.
Yeah. And
he's sitting right behind us, and he's 6 years old, and his name is Benson.
Definitely. So I'm curious to try these flavors. We've got the blue raspberry, lemon, and raspberry. So we have to try one of each, of course, right?
I mean, at least one of each.
Yeah, at least one of each. So I'm definitely putting these out for our 4th of July party because I don't want to eat this huge entire bag. There's so many in here.
So Benson went white first.
I'm going to do white first too. Lemon. Ooh, sour.
Who would have thought Sour Patch Kids would be sour?
The lemon one's really sour.
It's like
yummy.
lemonade.
It is. That's good. Oh, man. Blue?
Blue.
Blue raspberry for sure.
You know, this next one, they named it. I don't know how hard they must have worked to name this one. Red Berry. They named it Red Berry.
So is it strawberry or is it raspberry?
Nope, it's Red Berry.
Is it a mix? Let's try. Red berry just tastes like, I can't put my finger on the flavor. It just tastes sour and sweet. Wow. Okay, these are good. Right?
Of course. I mean, they're great flavors. They're Sour Patch Kids. It's nothing like too crazy.
Yeah.
Benson, what was your favorite color or your favorite flavor?
Red.
Red.
Ooh,
oh.
really?
Mine was
yours?
blue.
Oh, mine was lemon.
What?
How funny.
That's perfect.
I know, it is perfect. We can all eat our favorite color out of the bag.
I think my favorite color is going to be light purple, meaning red, white, and blue mixed together.
Yeah, probably. We are done with the tasting now, and it is time for the question. So the question is, what particular food do you eat, and no matter when or where you have it, it brings you straight back to your childhood? That is my question.
I know.
Tim?
I know it. I know it right away.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Yes.
Go ahead.
So when I was growing up, my mom made what she called everything but the kitchen sink. It contained corn, peas, like ramen, and ground beef. And all of it mixed together.
Ramen?
Yeah, ramen.
Wow.
It was kind of interesting. And all of it mixed together. Not the sauce, I don't think. I don't think she put like the flavor packet in there. Just the just like the noodles from the ramen, the squiggly ones.
Oh, okay, okay.
And tossed it all together in like a big pot or pan or whatever. And that was everything but the kitchen sink. And if I were to have that today, boom, I'm right back to being 8 years old.
I love that. Well, I have one of them that's kind of just, I don't really eat this anymore, but mac and cheese and hot dogs, definitely. My mom made that. That was like the go-to meal. But shepherd's pie, and I recently just made that because I'd been craving it because that's what we grew up eating. My mom grew up on a farm, so shepherd's pie was in the rotation probably like every 2 weeks. And I absolutely loved that when I was a kid, and now as an adult, I remembered it and we ate it the other night and it was so good. I showed it on my Instagram and showed like how I made it and how it turned out. But yeah, that's one of those like home cooked meals that will always bring me back to being a kid.
Yeah, so we got to figure out what everybody else has brought back to their childhood when they eat. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear about it, and maybe
Me
we'll get
too.
some recipes out of this.
I know, seriously. Or maybe it'll be like, oh yeah, me too, like
Yeah.
Otter Pops or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.